Hi there, and in this Lightroom Classic video we'll be looking at using the metadata and finding the photos fast using metadata. So let's get started. Right, so it's a common practice to share your digital photos as electronic copies. You might do by emailing them to the client, putting them on your social network site, or presenting them in your online gallery. Once you share a photo, you can't control where it's end up. Because it's easy for others to make an electronic copy, this can lead to scenarios where your work is shared and or published without you being credited or paid for it. As the creator of the image, you own the copyright to it, so other must seek your permission to use it, right? So to help them to do so, we can assign your copyright details to the photos metadata. When your camera processes an image, right, so to describe it, color and tones, it also include information about camera settings used to capture the photo, such as the shutter speed and the aperture settings. This metadata is stored with the image file so that whenever the image goes, the metadata goes too. By inserting your copyright and contact detail into the metadata, your photo is less likely to be used without being credited, right? So Lightroom metadata panel is designed to enable you to add important information such as whether the photo is a copyright and who created it. Will show how to edit metadata in a moment. So here you can see that I have an old collection over here, and these are the JPEG format. So in the JPEG format, even you can see the metadata over here as they are the stock photos, but the pictures which you clicked means the raw format from the camera for Canon and Nikon, Sony and any other digital DSLR camera. You can see if I have captured these photos over here, right, you can see the information is a bit different because they are straight from the camera. So here you can see different information varying depending upon your camera, your aperture speed, dimension, everything. ISO speed is mentioned, even the focal length. So if you want to select the picture with the same settings, what you need to do is over here, just beside this ISO is a arrow. If you click on this, you can get this a small menu over here where you can see a metadata on the top highlighted and the ISO selected 100, which are 9 or 3 pictures in this collection and shot for all these cameras. So if I select my camera among these, which is Canon 77D, so over here you can see 756 pictures I have clicked from this camera, and over you can see the grade number systems over here also. Even the lens which I have used over here, they are mentioned in the third plane or third column over here, right? So about the metadata in the more, what you need to do is you can filter it as per the metadata or your settings, because this goes with your picture, and you can add much more detail, like the copyright functions. For example, if you select a picture over here and you want to copyright it, so you need to select copyright it over here. Don't go for unknown or don't go for public domain unless it is a stock picture. If you want to give it just away on Shutterstock or any other particular domain which you want, so you can select public domain, because this goes along with your picture. It's all captured in the metadata. So normally the work I do is I select copyrighted over here, and here you can see the creator, my own name. This is my website name. So the additional information which you can add is, or you some of the field you can add, like over here the labels, the sublocator, even the caption, title you can add. But if you want some more detail like your websites, everything, so you need to go over here and select this one, the default, just beside the metadata, and go for the IPTC. Here you can insert the city details, country, region, and your website, email address, whatever you want. Like these are much detailed. this is just for one picture, but if you want to copy or you want to add the metadata for every picture at once, what you need to do is you have to create a preset for that, which I have already done over here, right? So what you need to do is just go back to default, and here you can see I have already created my own metadata, and this comes with my picture. So I'll go for the edit preset, and this will show my name. You can enter any name over here. Ratings, you can input the ratings as per your pictures. The camera information, additional camera information, the GPS if you want, and IPC information. Whatever you write, you can input the important or essentials information which is required and which shows that this is your work. And the one which you get your picture, they can even call you back. You can contact you before taking a permission of using this picture, or even you can get paid by this metadata, right? So this is a secure way of doing it, and I'll not save it over here because I already did. So this was a little bit about metadata. Even you can assign multiple pictures the same metadata. For example, my one, this is already assigned, like over here, look in, and this one is none. So what I can do is that I have already accidentally selected it by none. So what I can do it, I can hold shift and click on the picture over here, even for here, and then I can go preset and click on metadata, and this all selected, click all selected, it's applied to all the picture. Now if I click on individual picture over here, you can see that my metadata is applied to this particular picture. This one, this small dot, you can see these are for ratings. This also enhance your search when you click on 3-star or 4-star, and even in developers, if when we go to the developer settings, you can click, you can search it with the stars rating. So that shows that if you want to edit a picture which is very much in the exposure, or which shows high detail, so you can select, you can rate it, and then you can search it later by your role. So even you can assign the metadata at the time when you're about to import a particular picture, right? So if I go and click import over here and select my destination, I'm just showing it to this because I have already imported, and here you can see in method that metadata is applied. If I select none, none of the metadata is applied. If I select new, the new will be created and it will apply as the pictures are imported to the Lightroom Classic, right? So I have selected my own Yasir metadata, and whatever pictures are imported, automatically all the metadata information which I have already assigned to that preset will be applied to that particular pictures only at the time of import. So this was a bit about metadata. It is very useful. You need to make a preset about metadata, know whatever. Even you can do this in the bridge also, but I think Lightroom have some more features, and it is one of a secure way. I don't say that you will be credited or you will not be credited, but it is one of the better way to assign your work, assign your name to the pictures, assign your work to your projects. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and just wait and watch it until next videos. Thank you, bye bye.